Z's working on it, chat. So, while we deal with these technical difficulties, let's review the list of our Patreon backers at the Red Dragon level. Up first, we have. Oh, Kyle, you're good at improv. Make up some names of people. Make them wacky.
Gibbledy Sanguiphone. Gibbledy
Jiggledy
Sanguiphone, thank you so much
Sanguiphone.
for being a Red Dragon supporter. That means that you get 3 iron-on patches of undisclosed organs and a keychain with your name on it. Sarah Dratch. Sarah Dratch. Thank you so much. You also get the patches and the keychain. I hope Dratch correctly. That's Kewx Dratch. And then Petey McJiggleson. That seems like a made-up name. McJiggleson. That's obscene. So you're not going to get the keychain, but you'll still get the patches. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I hope I fixed it because that was
Yep,
quite
you're coming
enough
through
of
now.
that. Did you say iron-on patches of various organs? Is that what you said?
Undisclosed organs. You can't tell them ahead of time,
Which
I wonder
or else
how
they
organs?
many
get
of
too
them.
excited.
Wonder how many of them are going to be pipe organs.
Oh my god. Okay.
And Davy
Let's
Pipe Organ, Davy Pipe Organ, thank you for supporting the channel.
let's never say pipe organ on this stream again.
What about Pie Porgan? Janice Pie Porgan.
Paging.
Did you assholes miss me?
Paging Dr. Porgan. Dr. Porgan.
Dr. Pie Porgan.
Listen. I think that you should write a 30-second commercial for every one of our episodes because that was pretty great. I would pay $1 to hear one of those every time we every time we log on. Okay.
Welcome to Totally Normal Gaming, where you can also be on the internet.
All right. As I was saying, first of all, I said hello to Snake Eyes and to the Yokai Watcher, and I'm glad you're here, and the other people who are joining us today. And also, I described the rising sun, possibly incoming storm clouds, and the thunderous beat of several horses' hooves on the road as they came into town in a small kerfuffle. I saw just after sunrise, in the small town that you are in, and yay, hi. Um, and that's where we're going to pick up. So Dirk, Owen, and Geldis, you're slightly north. You're in the north end of the warehouse on the barge itself. So you're the equivalent of a gently rocking waterbed, and you are awoken by the sounds that are coming from the town. It's not like it's under attack, like everyone's screaming. It's just like, oh, like this is unexpected, and people are starting to wake up and be like, oh shit, like look what's happening. Jana, Ezra, and Zerwin, you're much closer, so you can just sort of pop your heads up the door if you'd like.
Sure.
Excellent. Hold on one second. Let me get the correct picture up. Now, this looks like guys who are killing people, and that's true. That's not what they're doing. But what you see riding into town are
They're massaging them with weapons.
no, in this picture they're killing them, but this is just the best accurate depiction of the front ranks of the cavalry, the Roman cavalry that I could find. There are 3 riders, and they are dusty from the road, but They are wearing the Imperial insignias, and they have their Imperial armor on, and they had like galloped in, and now they are walking through the town as people like, oh my God, it's and there's like whispers and like the rumor mill is starting, like, why are there outriders here, like what's going on, like little kids are like, oh, it's the cool army guys, and some of the farmers are like, why are these people here? It's never a good sign when these guys are around. So the vibes are kind of mixed.
Do we recognize any of the riders?
You do not. They make their way through town, and they look like they're heading for the inn.
Do any of us have a chance to intercept them?
Maybe if you sprinted at them from where you guys are, you could get there. Yeah, if you ran at them, but that might also give a bad signal.
Okay, I will not run at them.
Yeah. If you walked at a fast pace, you could get there just after they did.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't want to talk to those guys.
Okay. They, they like hitch their horses outside, and hobble them, and two of them go into the inn while one of them stays outside with the horses. And he
Okay.
just sort of like stands at the door and looks menacing, official, whatever.
Okay.
It's not like he's preventing anyone from getting in. He's just basically like, we're here, we're soldiers, don't fuck around.
I'm a paladin. I fuck around all the time. When I catch up to there, I'll be like, "Hail, well met."
He nods. And to you?
What news from the road?
Officially, I can't say. Unofficially,
Officially, come on.
well, we've just arrived. The main body is still a little ways out. We'll be securing the inn and staying for most of the day.
How many people are planning on staying at the inn?
Hold on. I want to say it's first platoon. The entirety of first platoon.
Why are you occupying this town?
Just for a while, on our way someplace else. We're going to requisition some provisions and get some rest. We rode through most of the night.
How is this town provisioned? Are they like in poverty?
No, this town right now, this town is the breadbasket. Right, it's the beginning of the breadbasket for all of the empire, and as it goes down the river, everything gets more and more. So right now, this town is flush. I mean, presumably someone knows that. Yeah.
All right. You have nothing else that you can tell us about your movements in this area? Should we be worried?
There's been some troubles around here, I guess. I don't know. You probably know better than I do. We're just here to solve them.
I'm sure you are.
You look well equipped for a local. Are you some sort of private security?
Well, I'm part of a rather famous and some might say elegant group of adventurers.
Adventurers?
Yes.
That's odd. There doesn't seem to be a lot of adventures happening around here. He looks around.
I yell over, "Hey, did you find a good place to poop yet?"
I like narrow my eyes a little, be like, "No." Well, we're entertaining. We're known as the Spicy Oranges.
He looks around. He's like, "Is this a traveling sex band of some sort?"
Not usually.
Okay.
And I wish.
Not that I'm into that sort of thing.
No, we do have a dwarf who has plenty of pocket butter if you need.
He looks confused, but nods as if he knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, he does. Anyway, if you need any support or you have any other tactical information, we would be happy to hear it.
Well, you have
as
to
we
talk
have,
to one of the commanders. I'm just a scout.
I often find that talking to commanders involves a lot of pomp and circumstance, whereas you probably know more than you think, and would probably be fairly useful to us, for information.
He's not sure he likes the idea of being considered useful to someone for information, but he does definitely agree with, he nods about when you say pomp and circumstance around the commanders, and there's a definite, inner eye roll there.
I'll take out a couple of gold coins and hand it to him. Be like, first rounds of your libations are on me.
I can't accept bribes, sir.
I'm not bribing you. I am quenching your thirst by proxy.
It's
They
okay.
disappear into his pocket.
I think it's the right answer there.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll see you inside and return the favor later.
Yes.
He nods.
I'll run back to the others.
He does look quite tired and dirty, so his claim of riding all night might actually be true.
Guys! The first battalion is coming, and they're going to take over the inn.
There's the rumor mill of the locals is already churning. You can hear them, people whispering and talking in low voices as the warehouse starts to get busy with light, and most of the barges have come down river already. So now it's just a question of buying, selling, packaging, and shipping things further down. But that still takes a lot, and it's busy. Oh, Dirk has frozen several times tonight, and the best images.
That's a good one.
That's a really great one.
That one's good right now.
Oh, damn it! It's too bad. That was a good one.
We should all do it just in honor. Just like.
All right, friendos.
Should we? So I assume those kids are still just knocked out right there.
They've started to stir.
Okay.
They look really unhappy and hungover.
Should we go talk to them? Try to figure out what happened to them?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god, the light. It's so fucking bright.
What are the three of you doing piled all over each other in the warehouse?
What the fuck are we doing piled all over each other in the warehouse?
What's the last thing you remember?
That's what he just said.
Tommy, wake up. One of the other ones stirs.
Tommy, can you hear me?
They are all dangerously hungover and red-eyed and barely functioning as human beings.
Would you like some water?
Oh god. Yes, please, water.
Ezra hands his water skin to them.
Is there wine in your water skin?
No, it's me, it's not Zerwin.
Why, do you want wine?
He takes a huge, gulping, slurping, hiccuping, as he tries to get more water in him than he possibly actually can in one gulp. And then he swallows it. And then, he turns and immediately pukes it back up.
Yep,
right
that'll happen.
Good thing I didn't give him any wine.
What's
I'll probably feel
what's
better.
the last thing that you remember?
We were on the roof.
All three of you together?
I was on the roof. Yeah, you were there. We were all on the roof. We were watching. We were just having a drink and watching, and there was that girl from out of town. Well, she went to hook up. Oh God! And he like goes over and dry heaves a couple times.
Did you catch her name or where she was from?
One of the other ones who wakes up. Yeah, she's not a stranger. She's from the farm. You know, the big one, downriver. The Queeman farm. It's
Downriver?
one of the Queeman daughters. Downriver, downriver. They're rich. They come up for the festival. She's the older one. And then the third one, who seems like slightly less hungover, is like, yeah, that's why. She's the one who brought the booze.
Yeah, I think the Queeman girl might have drugged you guys.
Where's Oscar? Tommy, you seen Oscar? Tommy's still dry heaving, but he shakes his head. That's just last night.
Was Oscar with her the last that you saw him?
Yeah, Oscar was totally gonna get laid. They were
Did you
making
notice
out.
anything strange about her? Anything that seemed off?
Well, the fact that she was making out with Oscar was a little off, but
Yeah. They call him Can't Close Oscar, right?
huh?
We'll talk about it later. Like did she smell like earth by any chance? Like
Don't they
loam,
all?
What?
like soil? Okay.
Who are you? Why are you so short?
I was born this way. We're
I was born there.
we're looking for the girl. We think that she might be attached to some not so good things.
I'm telling you, she's the daughter. She's the eldest daughter of the wealthiest farmer in the whole valley, the Queemans.
Okay.
The
Thanks.
what?
She has a sister. They usually come to the fair together. They come every year. And every year, Oscar hits on her, and every year she turns him down because he's just a little boy, and she's a lot older. But this year, she was like, "I have some booze. Would you like to have some?" And then, like at the mention of booze, he's like, "Oh God!" And then he goes like out the door to dry heave.
Tale as old as time. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, well, we're gonna keep an eye out for Oscar. You guys should try to rest and get your wits back. And we'll keep an eye out for Oscar and the Queemans. And if you see any people around that have a real strong earthy scent, just steer clear, all right?
Okay, sure.
My name's Ezra. These are the spicy oranges. We're here to help. Go eat a big breakfast and get some rest. There's a whole other day of fair ahead.
Oh boy, that didn't land well with him.
The part about the breakfast or the part about more fair ahead?
More fair ahead.
Yeah, and these guys could have used a spring weekend at UConn in the mid 2000s. That would really teach them how to party.
Hold on, I clicked the wrong button. Oh, there we go. So let me just say, because someone is walking towards you, but I seem to have misplaced his photograph. There is a fairly good-looking, youngish man walking towards you. Here he is. Looks like
You have him there
he's.
with you?
Yep, he's right here with me. It's me.
Oh,
I'm the good-looking man. All right, here he is. He's not that young looking.
pitching you softballs over here.
Excuse me, did you say spicy oranges?
Yeah, yeah. That's me. I'm Spicy Oranges. First name Spicy, last name Oranges.
He looks around and says, "Well, there's only 3 of you here. There's supposed to be 6.
The other ones are resting on a barge on the other side of the warehouse.
I need to speak
Maybe
with
I
you."
shouldn't tell you that. Who are you?
My name is. Let me get his actual full name.
Looks like Cassius Matthias Opus.
Close. Yes.
It's real small text, and you know they haven't invented eyeglasses yet.
Yes, it's Cassus Matthias Opus. He introduces himself as Opie.
Good to meet you, Opie. What can we do for you?
I need to speak with your entire group. Can you meet me in just a few minutes?
Yeah. Where? Like,
Actually, you said you have a barge. Let's go there. We need to speak in private.
great. Guys, Cassis wants to meet us at the barge with,
Who the
you
fuck
know,
is Cassius?
this guy.
Oh, Opie.
Good, strong, handsome fellow. Not nearly as handsome as you, Owen, but
The Roman first name is last, and never mind, doesn't matter. It's Opie, and
attorneys general.
he explains that he is from he's a representative of the Claudii family, and he's been sent here to speak with you on behalf of its eldest member.
Oh.
I forget. Did we work out which families were douches, or did we just assume they're all douches?
You
Is
didn't.
Cassis the family that we're working for right now?
Yes.
This is the one
Caelus
that we're working
Claudii.
for.
Caelus Claudii is the one that you're working for right now, and that's who he comes on behalf of.
Oh, okay.
Assuming you go to the barge, correct? Galadis, Dirk, and Owen, there's plenty of supplies on the barge for you all to break your fast with, and probably Jana, Zerwin, and Ezra are a little hungry after their stakeout also. So you should probably all get something to eat.
Do they have any eggs Benedict?
No, it's a barge.
Yeah, you
But
probably don't want to start a fire on the barge.
no, it's a wood. Sorry, it's a wood barge floating on the river.
If
My
the
bad.
eggs are soft boiled.
That's fair. That's fair. I didn't take that into account. No, they have things like fruit, which is nice, and they have grains, which is probably not as nice. But they also have cheeses and meats, which are pretty good.
Come on, Dirk,
Guys,
I'll
I
make you
can't
some oatmeal.
digest those other things. I have to eat the cheeses and meats. You have to
You
eat
can't,
the other
you
things.
can't digest oatmeal?
No, I have my biome.
Okay.
Dirk is allergic to oatmeal. It's canon now. There
You
it is.
don't. Yeah,
And
it's
that's
not an
gonna come back to
allergy.
bite you in the ass later because I will
I just,
remember.
I
What
just
what
Bite
about
him in the
some
biome.
It's gonna
what about some cream of wheat?
bite him right in the biome.
Does Dirk like mapo?
I like cream.
Good. We'd all like some cream.
Good.
Look, I'm a carnivore. I don't know what to say. Carnivores eat dairy and meat and dairy
Cassis, as you can see, this is what we're dealing with as a group.
and eggs.
How can we help you this morning?
Um,
Opie. Sorry. Didn't mean to address you by your last name. Opie.
Opie, please. I've been sent by Kalis to check on your progress, and first to find out if you're still alive. So glad to see that you are. How has the job gone? What
Really
did you
good.
find out about the farmers?
Okay, so the farmers that were disappearing, they were being abducted into a cave that's really like the headwater of the headwaters. They were dragged into that cave where they were sacrificed, and their bodies sprouted these gross mushrooms, and they were replaced by kind of mushroom zombie versions of themselves. Those mushroom zombie versions are split into three different kind of sects, SECT, not the fun kind, the boring kind. Um, those are the catchers, the roamers, and the watchers. The catchers go catch more people, abduct more people to turn into more of the zombie mushrooms. The roamers, that's pretty self-explanatory. They wander around, probably gathering information and seeing the world. Uh, and the watchers enact the plan. What's the plan? We don't know beyond making more of the mushroom zombie creatures, the fiendish zombie mushrooms. Um, there's also a hell portal, but it's a window, not a door. They have to make a sacrifice for it to turn into a door. And then these like grayish white four-armed eyeless beings are on the other side trying to get in, but because it's a window, not a door, they can't get in. Also, each of the different types of fiendish zombies have a symbol somewhere on their body that denotes which type they are. And Ezra explains that part as well. The three different types.
Did you engage any of these monsters?
Yeah, hey, is Jana, is your necklace glowing?
Is her necklace glowing? Why would your necklace glow?
So, Opie, there's this rule. If you're a fiendish mushroom zombie, you have to tell us legally. It looks like you're fine though. Um,
Also, rule if you have any hollandaise sauce, you have to tell us.
That's a more recent rule.
it's Latin, so it's Holland's days. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, we've killed
Conjugate, goddammit!
Is ho-
we think one
well,
roamer and
Holland in
5
water.
catchers, and there are Uh, about 20 catchers, 10 roamers, and oh, I'm assuming I meant to write watchers there instead of roamers twice.
You're saying there's several catchers, several pitchers.
Yep, yep.
Mm.
Utility infielders.
There's a warehouse a bottom and a warehouse atop.
Yep.
Would you say that the warehouse of the bottom is a power warehouse at the bottom?
You'd have to tell me that because I believe you were the warehouse, the bottom.
Oh,
So, Opie, we've managed to uncover a lot of information. We haven't totally resolved the issue, but we've only been here for about 3 days.
You slew several of these creatures.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I killed 2 of them. Jana helped with one of those 2.
well, at least you're humble.
Hey, Zam. Good to see you. He nods. And this portal only opens when they sacrifice a human?
We don't know if it's one or several. We know that there does need to be a sacrifice of some kind.
How do you
So,
get there exactly? Can you draw me a little map?
yeah. Uh,
He pulls out some. He unrolls some parchment paper and gives you a pencil.
this is good quality fiber in this. Really heavy. Nothing but the best for the Claudia family, clearly. And Ezra scribbles out a map.
He watches you as you do it, and he asks a few clarifying questions along the way. Are there any landmarks? How far from the farm? How long would you say this is? Etc. etc. When you're done, he nods, thanks you, rolls it up, and puts it in a waxed leather hard case, and tucks it in his jacket. I need to ask you 3 more questions if you don't mind. Are there
We
any
don't mind.
more? Are there any more of these creatures in this town?
Yes.
Can you account for the whereabouts of all of them or only some?
We
Not that that was your job, I'm just asking.
So overnight there were at least 2 other catchers in town, as well as either a roamer or a watcher. We have a description of what we think is one of the catchers. They may not be in town right now. They may have run off with their quarry of, living humanoids.
Okay.
The next step is to go, try to find them, especially now that we have a physical description.
Do they have any weaknesses? How difficult to kill are they?
Um, we
They're not that hard to kill per se, but we
no
did have one explode into on purpose. Like they did it to themselves, exploded into a
poison cloud.
poison cloud.
Yeah, so they may not, they may be resistant to poisons, but otherwise we haven't noticed them having any particular weaknesses or strengths against
They seem to be very good swimmers.
that too. That's a good point. They are undead.
Which actually wouldn't make sense, but yeah. Okay. Um, on behalf of the Claudia family, I thank you for the service you've done already.
I don't. Did we tell him that we killed one that was working as a guard for the daughter of our niece? What was her name?
Yeah, one of the roamers was with the group that of guards with Lady Comenia who were headed to Drunel Hall, and Lady Comenia dispatched that guard when we pointed him out.
I'm sure she did.
If you have access to clerics or paladins, anyone who can detect evil or detect fiends, that is helpful.
And
That's
you have a necklace that
Owen
does this
is
for you.
well, yeah, Jana has a necklace and Owen as a paladin has been especially useful. I mean, Owen's always useful. That's why we keep him around. Also, he's easy on the eyes. Um, uh, and he tends to have really good, direct, straightforward strategies for how to deal with problems.
I'm sensing a crush here. You fulfilled your obligation, and we are very grateful. There is either now or sometime soon, the first platoon of the Imperial Outriders is going to arrive in this town. They are
I
not
think they're
with.
already here.
They are
Or
not
3 others arrived.
okay.
Sorry.
They are not with the Claudii. They report directly to the Imperial Army, which means they report to the Emperor through a delayed, right, through the chain of command. Um, I am authorized to uh, take you to see Kalis when you're ready. I'm going to stay in town when you're ready to leave to go see Kalis, and I guess discuss whatever business you have with him. I can get you there.
And
I don't think I'm going to stay at the inn. I have some friends in town that I will call upon.
the job feels half finished at the moment. I don't know that we're ready to leave.
Very well. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
Now, one last note, and this is hopefully to help you with your own protection. Uh, we rescued a little girl from one of the farms, and one of the things that she noted is that, they're the farmers are abducted and then replaced with doppelgangers. The zombie mushrooms disguise themselves to look like normal everyday folk. And one of the things that she said is she knew that something was different about her father and brother because they smelled of earth. They smelled like soil. So in a pinch, that could be helpful.
Noted. Thank you. Can I answer any questions for you all?
Do you think I trusted you completely a little too easily?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Got to
Um,
work on that.
did you receive word that Lady Comenia had reached Drudenhall?
I have received no such word, but that is not my job. Lady Comenia is
Capable?
yes. Kalis's second son is attached to the first platoon. Part of my job was to make sure that he and his platoon arrived here. That part of my job is done. Now I'm here to take you back. But if you want more time to wrap things up here, I am happy to rest.
I think, yeah, I'll talk it over with my friends, but I think my guess is we're gonna want a little more time to try to put things a little bit closer to right.
If you go to this town smithy, do you know where it is?
Yeah,
If you go to the town smithy and ask for Opie, I'll come find you.
perfect. Thank you.
That's where the
Don't
little
tell him.
girl.
Don't tell him.
Okay.
Just in case.
He nods and says, if there's anything else,
I don't think so.
What do
Oh,
you plan
Jana?
to do with the map?
oh, sorry, what?
What do you plan to do with the map?
Bring it to Kalis. All right. He turns around and walks out into the road. Um, you have broken your fast. Your conversation lasted a little while you ate and relaxed. It's still pretty early morning, but the town is fully awake, and there is a cry of more riders. And sure enough, if you get a little bit of a vantage point, say on top of the warehouse, or you pay really close attention, you can hear the sound of riders approaching from the south. Other than that, the town is waking up and the warehouse is getting busy. People are shipping goods. The festival doesn't really start picking up until midday. A lot of people are nursing hangovers um, or working. The docks are beginning to get busy again. You actually don't own the slip that this barge is in, but you parked on the north side, so no one's trying to get in where you are. Luckily, if you'd parked on the south side, they would have, I don't know,
Giving us a parking ticket.
scuttled your little ship, maybe.
So we could go try to find Aiden and Leanne, or we could go try to find the Queeman girls, or any other things. In theory, Aiden and Leanne would have stumbled back to their tent at some point after we were there. We couldn't find them because Dirk wasn't with us, and we rolled super shit on our tracking survival rolls.
I'll do it. I'll find him.
Not quite bad enough to get lost, but bad enough to not find who we were looking for. Oh, hey, B.
It looks like there's about 25 to 30 mounted riders that have made it to the center of town. They are all decked out in their imperial gear. Again, they are dusty and look tired. At their head is clearly their commander. There's a square-jawed, you know, rough-looking man at their front. Looks like he's in his probably mid to late 30s, very stern-faced. He enters the inn along with a good percentage of the soldiers that are with him.
We could go talk to that guy too if we wanted. I don't really want to.
He has a second in command that is a younger man with dark hair, clean shaven.
Should we should we just ask them what they're doing here? Should we just see what they say?
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, let's send Gelidus to do that.
Yeah, Gallus, we'll do that.
All right, I go talk to him.
Okay. So they've gone inside, and when you go inside, the main sort of drinking, like serving area, is like now mostly soldiers and a couple of townsfolk, and the people who work at the inn are just running food out and drink out to them. You don't see the commander or his second in command. You don't see either of them down on the floor here. They might have gone upstairs already.
I'm assuming, is it right to assume that it's just the rooms that are upstairs? There's not another area up there?
Correct. There's 3 floors, and the top 2 floors are just rooms.
All right. I'll go to one of the tables that has a bunch of soldiers on it. That still has if there's a place to sit. Go over and sit down. Hey guys, what are you doing in town?
Does your mom know you're out alone?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that a kid? No, you fucking imbecile. It's a halfling.
Close. Not quite a halfling.
Sorry?
I don't have the hairy feet. Well, not as hairy, I guess. Are you with the soldiers that already came through? Or are you a new group of soldiers?
Soldiers already came through?
Yeah.
What soldiers?
The Legion ones? I think from the place in the south?
When were there other soldiers here?
A couple days ago. What are you guys up here for? Are you here to investigate the disappearances?
One of the other ones cuts in and is like, I don't know what these assholes are here for, but I'm here to eat, drink, and sleep. And he, like, grabs a beer and, like, starts chugging it. We just follow orders. I don't know. Wait, where did these other soldiers come from, and where did they go?
You'd have to talk to my friend Ezra. We're investigating. There's a whole bunch of like disappearances.
Yeah.
Up in the
why
north.
The army sent us here.
Oh, okay. We've already kind of figured some of it out already. I'm part of a really famous group of adventurers, by the way.
Adventuring group, huh? One of them like, spits on the floor. Yeah, we're always cleaning up after their messes.
We do make a lot of messes.
Yeah. Yeah. And they get paid for it. You know that? Adventurers do the same dumb shit that we do, except people pay them for it. Oh, the army pays us. Fuck you, the army pays us. I mean, technically the army pays us. I mean, I get paid. Just because you spend your money on booze and whores doesn't mean the rest of us are that stupid. Hey, fuck you. When they sort of
We also don't have to take orders. Just saying.
They don't have to take orders. Shut your hole before the commander hears us.
Do you know Drunel Hall?
Yeah, we know Juno Hall.
I
I
guess
was to go to the games this year. I heard they got canceled though.
Yeah. That was a bit of a mess.
Half the army's headed that direction right now.
We cleaned a lot of that up.
Good with a mop, are you?
Well, I think we own it technically now. I think.
You own what?
Journal Hall.
You're the owner of Juno Hall.
Well, not me. My group.
It means his mum. Right. The adventurers. Sure, buddy.
So what's your plan? How are you gonna find the missing people?
Oh, fuck. Do we look like the type of idiots to make plans? No. We don't make the plans. We follow the orders of the people who make the plans.
Where's the guy that makes the plans?
Well, there's Commander Crotillo. He's upstairs in his rooms, and he's probably currently debriefing Decius, who will probably be down any minute now to, yell at us because you ever heard the expression "shit rolls downhill"?
Yes.
Right. So here we are drinking as much as possible before the shit rolls down the stairs, and he looks up. Fuck. And sure enough, someone has exited one of the rooms. It's the younger, looks like second in command, and he's now walking towards the stairs.
The stairs to go up?
To come down, he was up.
Oh, to come down. Okay. So I should talk to that guy. Who'd you say? Dessier?
All of them have stopped talking to you and are now just keeping their eyes down and eating their food. This is the guy that's walking down the stairs.
Okay.
He comes down the stairs into the main room. He looks around and he addresses one of the riders. This guy that the man who's speaking, it looks like, again, he's in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. And he's speaking to a man who looks like he's in his late 40s, early 50s. But the man snaps to attention when he says, "Sergeant!" And the man snaps to attention and salutes. "Sir, tell the men that they have 1 hour. They need to stable their horses. They need to take care of their tack. And they need to get as much food and drink as they can. Then there'll be rotation. We'll be rotating squads and getting some sack time." And he basically just gives a bunch of orders for what to do now. He looks tired and unhappy. And then when he's done giving the orders, he goes over to a table by himself in the corner and sits down and rubs his face and signals for a drink.
Okay. I'm gonna go back out to the party.
How'd it go, Gallus?
Well, they're here to investigate the disappearances.
Oh. Glad they sent somebody.
Yeah, I didn't talk to the leader. But he's right. He sat down at a table by himself. We'd all go in there and just take a seat at his table if we needed to talk to him. I don't know if we do, but
Do you?
I feel like there's some sort of extraplanar force that wants us to do something.
I mean, yes, I definitely want you to do something. Doesn't have to be this thing, but something would be good.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gelidus. I'll go talk to him.
okay. I can come with you if you want.
What is there anything I should know? Did you or they say anything disparaging about halflings or anything?
They thought I was a halfling. I corrected them. So
Man.
all you have to just show your hairy feet, and they'll know you're a halfling.
Well, and you have pointy ears, and I don't, right?
That's true.
Like, there's multiple differences. Also, hey, drop that. Sorry.
I didn't take anything.
No, yeah,
It's in his pockets now.
yep, yeah, it's gone. I mean, and there are other differences, but we don't need to come up with a comprehensive list right in this moment. All right, yeah. Anybody else want to come along? Be prepared to give me the help action. No. All right,
Yeah,
Ezra
I'll,
goes
I'll
along.
go. No, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'll go with you too. I'll go back in.
Okay, so Ezra, Gelidus, and Zerwin are headed into the inn.
All the shorts.
As we're walking by the table, I point out halfling.
You're pointing to Ezra and mouthing Havington.
Yep.
I'm a pair of nice khaki shorts.
Ezra,
Gelidus is
you
a
don't see him
pair
because Gelidus is behind you, does it silently. But one
of
of the
jorts.
guys who like looks up when you do it, like snorts beer out of his nose, and like laughter.
And Zerwin is a fine pair of cargo shorts. We're the shorts.
I see.
Why are we splitting the party anyway? Is there a reason why people are just standing outside?
It's your mo.
Oh,
Everyone else is playing Baldur's Gate 3. All right.
He's looks like this, except for he's dirtier because he's been on the road. And
Is he clearly the one in charge in this room?
I mean, no one's talking to him. He's sitting by himself. But he, Gelidus described him as being the second in command. So
I'm just gonna assume, based on my courtier background, that I can identify him as the highest ranking official in the room, and I'll sidle on up to him. Good morning.
hello.
Hi, my name is Ezra. These are my colleagues Zerwin and Gelidus. We are part of a group of adventurers who were sent by
Adventurers. Right.
yeah.
We don't have any jobs for you right now.
No, we were sent by the head of House Claudii to investigate the disappearances of
Make a
farmers.
perception check, Ezra, Gelidus, and Zerwin.
Gente dos.
14.
14.
When you said the head of House Claudii, something definitely triggered inside this guy. He became much more alert.
Does he look okay? Just he looks more alert. Yeah, we were tasked with trying to get to the bottom of the disappearances of the in the farm households up in the headwaters. I think our understanding is that your contingent of soldiers may kind of take over for us at this point, and I thought maybe you would want to. Zerwin, can you go get Jana? Just
Sure.
like get her to duck her upper half into the room for a second.
Whoa. Whoa.
Even just
Sure.
from the shoulders up.
Make it weird. It, I'll just. I'm staying close by in case you guys need me. If I see Zerwin look and I'll just come over.
Anyway, would you like to hear what we've found? It may be helpful if you are to kind of take over and finish dealing with what, the
Adventurers,
mess
you
that
said.
we've been digging through. Yeah.
You have a name for your merry band?
Yeah, we're the Persimmons.
Oh, we're not a
We
band. We're fighters, really.
Yeah, we're the stewards of Drunal Hall.
The
This
persimmons,
is
you said?
yeah.
Sorry,
Here
I can't talk to you. Have a good day.
you can't talk to us.
I have nothing to say to you.
Okay. You don't want any of our information or any of our help in the task before you?
I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. I don't know that any information you give me would be any good at anything, or if it would be to send us in the wrong direction for some reason that I don't understand.
Oh. So getting the sense that maybe you don't believe what I'm saying.
You
The-
haven't actually said anything yet.
Okay. The spicy oranges was the kind of broader name for our group, but it's a
Spicy
nickname for
oranges.
it's a nickname for a kind of fruit called a persimmon. I don't know that they really have them in this part of the world, but
I'm going to write something on a piece of paper, and I'd like you to read it, not to read it to yourself, not out loud. Can you do that?
yeah, yes, I can do that.
He scribbles something down on a piece of paper, and he slides it over to you. And it says, "There are supposed to be 6 of you.
Oh,
What are your names?" Could you
okay.
write down the answer to that question?
Yeah. Ezra writes down the other half of our party is outside, and then he writes down the name. So he writes, "My name is Ezra." Yeah, he writes down the names.
You slide it back to him.
Yeah.
Is my necklace glowing?
Hold on a second. Where are you? Are you go over? Do you go over to the table?
Yeah, I'm over near the party now.
I'll tell you what, also, Bill, before I hand it back to him, I want to cast Detect Magic, and I'm going to use Subtle Spell so that there's no verbal or somatic components.
You're casting what?
Detect Magic.
Okay.
Mm.
He is wearing a magic ring, and he seems to have a magic dagger. There is several magic items in your backpack. Your companions all have magical items. There's lots of
No,
magic in this room in terms of
nothing
items.
magical about the paper that he handed me, like it's not some kind of fiendish contract.
Nope.
Okay. As long as I'm not signing all of us away and our souls, yeah, I'll slide it back to him. I just figured, hey, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more
You could
careful
call the
about the
rest
way
of
I
us
do
in
things.
if you need us.
Yeah, Gelid Irwin, can you get the rest of our group and bring them in?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool. You want to roll for it?
Did we lose Kyle?
Yeah, he traveled 30 hours today.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so he just logged on to kind of make
In 24 hours?
It's amazing how
Man.
time zones work.
Yeah, he must have
Uh,
been going real fast to slow time down that much.
So yeah, Jana, when you get in and you sit down, actually, I don't know when you check your necklace, but at some point when you check it, it is glowing. Yes.
Oh, god damn it, guys.
Owen, you see the same person, and Jenny, you see the same person they're talking to. He reads your note and he nods and he says, "You, I've heard of you. Your reputation precedes you. What is it that you would like to say to me?" He writes something else on the paper as he's asking you that, and he slides it back. And it says, it says his full name, which is. Why don't I put the names in bold on this document so I don't ever have to look for them like this? Maybe I'll start doing that. It is Calus Claudius Decius.
Do we all see that Jana's necklace is glowing?
I don't know why you would.
I might just like put it out, just sort of, just so that you guys can see.
Once you take a glowing necklace out and place it
Mhm.
on the outside of your shirt, he kind of looks at it like, is there some sort of magic? And he like slides his chair back a little bit, and his hand goes to his knife.
Owen, can you read the room real quick?
Sure. I'll activate Divine Sense. Which one's the demon?
What's the radius on it again?
I believe it's 60 feet.
Yeah, we'll say you're right on the edge of that. It's not in this room. It's upstairs.
Well, then I wouldn't detect it. It would be behind total cover.
Oh, okay. It's just even through thin wood. I thought it worked through like a certain amount of.
I guess if Owen can't see them, it would count as total cover, right?
Okay. Then no, you can't detect anything.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I think your
I'm
instinct
gonna
is
say
right.
there's nothing in here. Would that be enough that Jana's proximity is going off that I go start looking?
You could. It wouldn't be unreasonable.
Um, Jana, would you mind coming with me so we can look around a little? You know,
Of course.
friendship style.
Bill, can you repeat the last thing that was written on the paper?
His full name.
Okay.
Do
So
you need it again?
no. Thank you, Jana, for adding that to the notes.
I will offer Jana my arm to do a jauntry stroll for possible murder.
Lovely.
We've gotten reasonably good at parsing out who is responsible for the abductions. Owen and Jana are working on that now. You noticed her necklace was glowing. It has the ability to glow in the presence of fiends. And fiends are responsible for what's going on here. He's just still
I
looking at me.
understand, sir, your concerns about what may or may not be happening in this area, but I can assure you, he takes the paper out of your hand and starts writing on it again.
Mm.
I can assure you that the army is here to take care of all of this. There's no devils or demons hiding in the hills. This is all just folklore. He writes down a question. Did you report this to Opie? Question mark.
Ezra writes yes and hands it back.
He nods and seems a little comforted. I'm not sure if you've checked on any of your friends and family locally to see if anyone you know has been abducted, or perhaps you have explored the town somewhat.
We went up to the headwaters to confirm that the disappearances were real, that the families are vanishing.
I see. Well, I'm sure that adventuring is a profitable exercise for such capable, slightly below average height people as yourselves.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we were rewarded a whole town for our last gig, so
He's talking like a little too loudly, just a tiny bit too loudly.
Mm.
Can I buy you a drink to help assuage your concerns?
Oh yeah.
that sounds perfect. I appreciate your candor in the matter.
He signals, watered wine, please, for the table. Owen and Jenna. Jenna, you don't really have, like, it doesn't get brighter or fainter as you get closer. But Owen, you
Does it
do an
do that?
entire tour of the downstairs main room, and you like poke
Before
behind the
deciding to go
bar.
up.
You poke your head in the kitchen, which gets you yelled at. But you don't see anyone downstairs, and
Okay.
you'd like to go upstairs, But the problem is, you can go up to the second floor, but you can't get to the third floor because there's 2 soldiers guarding the stairs to the third floor. And
You know what? I'm gonna just start talking to them loudly so that Janet can slip by them.
it's gonna be real hard. Let me sort of tell you. So, the stairs to go up to the next floor have a wall on one side, and it's not like the stairs are open, right? It's like they're against the wall, and there's 2 guys at the bottom, and they are basically only there to make sure no one gets up the stairs. So,
Cool. I'm gonna go out an adjacent window and jump up to the third floor
okay.
with Jana if Jana wants to do some acrobatics to my jumping.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do the help action for Jana to like give her an alley oop from the window.
Wait, so we're climbing up a building?
Yeah, because it's cool.
Are people
Outside, isn't it light? Is it dark or is it day?
no, it's bright morning. We
We'll
should
do
do
it.
this around
We'll
the
be
back.
fine. We'll be fine. Okay, we can pick a back wall window, you know.
You
On
wanna
the
try
second
to
floor.
get into a room on the second floor and go
Yeah,
through?
I'll knock on it.
The first one you come to is occupied, but the second one is empty.
Okay. Is it locked or is it open?
No, it's open.
Okay, we'll go in and open the window and try to do some assisted parkour.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're
Okay.
strong enough to toss Jana up to the next window. If Jana, can you make me an athletics roll?
Sure.
Or acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics, yeah.
With
Actually,
advantage
acrobatics is
because I'm
probably
helping
better.
you.
14 and a 19.
Yeah. You expertly and deftly grab the sill of the window above you and use your feet to pull yourself up.
Will you tie off a rope so I can climb up?
Okay.
There are, however, once you get up there, you say that the room that you're trying to get into has someone in it. It's the commander of the guys that are downstairs.
Can Jenna tie off a rope so I can climb up?
To what? Right now,
Is
she's
there-
literally clinging to a windowsill, looking in it.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, she can if she can get inside and tie it to something.
Can I jump?
Well, yeah, not to the same window though, because then you're just gonna hit Jana.
Okay.
So you could go to the next window down if you wanted.
Sure, I'll try that.
The commander's in here.
Oh, he is? Does he look douchey?
Is my necklace glowing more?
Doesn't work that way. It's
Okay.
definitely still glowing.
Why don't you hide? I will climb in from over there. Or if I fall, I'll yell really loudly. So it's a distraction.
Okay.
Listen, you're fantastic. Just hide. You'll be fine.
Is
Right,
he
Snake
facing
Eyes?
away from the window?
He's currently sitting at a desk. Looks like maybe writing orders, filling out
Am I-
paperwork of some sort.
How to be a demonic infiltrator. A tale of... Whoa. Who knows?
Am I behind him? Or like if I pop my head above the window, is he gonna look out the window and just
I mean, he could look out the window and see you basically at any moment. That's how windows work.
Mm,
That's bullshit.
yeah. Cool world building, Bill.
Yeah, you really put in work into the window. Does the window appear evil? I attack the window. I would like to insight check the window.
You're like barely peeking over the edge, and you're like, oh shit, and then you're like, it's the guy, right? Yeah. So like, if you like climb right up under the window, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? There's a woman in my window. Shoot her. Or I don't know. Maybe he'll just be like, what are you doing out there? Come on in. You don't know. Maybe he's,
Can I leap to another window?
You can try.
18 athletics to jump.
Oh yeah, you grabbed it. Nice work.
Okay. I'm gonna just look up. Is there anyone in there?
The next room over has soldiers in it.
Cool. I'm gonna open the window and climb in.
Okay. Sure. You open, like, as you start to open the window, they all turn and look at you, and all of
That's
them
fine.
pull swords.
Sorry, just a second. I'm gonna climb in.
Okay. Who the fuck are you? And why are you climbing through our window?
Oh, I was told there was some sketchy people about. I was looking around outside. I'm part of the town militia.
The town militia.
Yeah, who are you?
You're in our fucking room.
Yes, I know. I thought I heard some sketchy things going
The
on in
town
here.
militia
So
climbs walls and pokes their head through windows.
you had some guards downstairs. I thought someone was in danger. Your commander's up here, right? I need to talk to him. It's very important.
The commander, they look at each other, and one of them goes, shakes his head.
Listen, I'm at least sketchy enough coming in through a window that you should bring me to your commander.
Crotillo's not seeing anyone today, and we're leaving.
No,
in the
no,
afternoon.
no, no. You should definitely bring me in to speak to your commander. I know things.
We have orders. You know what? One of them pokes their head out and is like, "Hey, Sarge," and some older gentleman starts walking down the hallway. When he sees you and looks through the window, he also draws his sword. Put your weapons on the ground. Put your hands in the air.
I will. Is my divine sight still seeing him?
You can see everyone in this room.
Question. Did we have a long rest last game?
You did, yes.
Okay, it hasn't. I just need to. All right. I've used that once. I will
Snake eyes.
divine sense this room.
Yep.
Any of them demons? Nope. Sorry, lads. I need to talk to your commander.
They start advancing on you. Put your weapons down and put your hands.
I haven't drawn my weapon yet. Listen, lads. I really need to talk to your commander. I'm not gonna hurt him. I promise you.
They have orders and they're advancing on you.
Okay. You know what? I will take my sword. Hand it over.
They sort of grab you by the shoulders and the wrists,
That's
and
fine.
they march you out into the hallway. And they're gonna looks like they're marching you downstairs.
No. I am going to just try to burst into the commander's room.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay, Janet, you hear some kerfuffle from the next room. I will let Zerwin, Ezra, and Gelidus also make perception rolls, but it's going to be challenging.
21.
Well, I better make one for the dude also.
Bente Uno. Oh, Gelidus.
27.
Nice, Gelidus.
Gelidus, what are your hairy elf ears here?
Sounds like a misunderstanding upstairs.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gelidus.
Sounds like we're in trouble.
Gelidus, you do hear something going on upstairs that sounds like it might be not great. There's some sort of kerfuffle happening upstairs. Oh, and I need you to make me a strength roll to start with.
Because I'm being grappled?
Indeed, you are.
Cool. I have the grappler feat, so if I'm at disadvantage, I'm at normal.
You're good.
So I got a nat 20, so I would like to get what I want and get in there.
You can get what you want.
Cool. I activate Divine Sight the second I'm through the commander's room.
All right, so can you describe what happens? Because they have your wrists and your shoulders, and they have your sword.
Okay, that's fine. They can hold on to the sword if they want to. As
sword
we're
is
walking in, they start.
Pissed, though. I want to point
Yeah,
that out.
I understand. It's
Yeah.
a dragon sword.
Yeah.
It's, I'm gonna, as we're walking, I'm gonna be like, "Sweetie, we'll be back together soon. Don't worry." I say that out loud to the, and then as we're walking and they start muscling me down the door, like down the stairs, and be like, "Sorry, guys, this is not what we're doing." And I just huck them down the stairs and I go into the commander's room.
The door's locked, so do you want to just like?
I kick it in.
Okay. As you do that, Jana, you see the door burst open. Galadis, you hear a door being kicked down, and you hear the surprised yelp of 2 soldiers as they're being tossed down the stairs. The sergeant wasn't actually holding you, Owen, so he's hot on your tail.
That's fine.
And
is he holding my sword?
No, he's not. He has his own sword.
Okay, I can get that from him.
And you activate Divine Sense as soon as you walk in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this commander's definitely one of them.
Cool.
You are then tackled.
Well, they attempt to tackle me.
Yep, you can roll your initiative. Oh, that's a good roll. What's everybody else want to do?
I'm going to
I got
alert
a
everybody
9.
downstairs.
Is Galadis the only one who heard it?
Yes. What are you going to do, Galadis?
I was going to tell everybody downstairs, be like, guys, do you hear that upstairs? Sounds like a herd of elephants.
Are you telling Decidus or whatever his name is too?
I'm just telling everybody that's sitting at the table.
Must have been really small elephants. I didn't hear anything.
A herd of teeny tiny elephants just ran by upstairs.
I mean,
And then we hear the soldiers coming down the stairs.
That's between the 3rd floor and the 2nd floor, though.
Oh,
so
okay.
You still can't see them. You can only hear them. But yeah, no, you hear it clear as day. When he points it out, actually, you might hear now that he points it out, you probably do hear something going on upstairs.
you guys want to get Decius? Can we go see what that was?
Oh boy.
I mean, we sent Jana and Owen to look around. That could be either one of them. Although Jana's usually very quiet.
Okay. Jana, what would you like to do?
Well, since Owen's in the room, I'm
a big ass distraction.
You really are. I'm gonna pull myself up and try to get in the room quickly.
Okay. So there is the sergeant, the 2 guards, and the commander. And then there's 2 guards that have fallen down the stairs. And then there's a 3rd guy who is in the other room, who isn't in this room. So, in theory, the 2 guys that got thrown down the stairs are going to run into the 2 guys that are at the bottom of the stairs. There'll be 4 guys. But immediately in this room, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 soldiers plus the 2 of you. And they are all going to tackle Owen. Or at least 3 of them are going to try to tackle Owen. This might be the most lethal encounter you've ever had. You might get hacked to pieces by 30 soldiers.
That's cool.
We can bring him back.
Yeah. My character dies. It's totally fine. I can make another character.
Right.
I mean, you're the single most crucial player on our team right now. Like, we can't even find these guys without you, so.
All right.
You better come back as another paladin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a paladon, I think.
Glowin.
A paladin.
Paladin.
All right.
I'll just be a guy who claims he's a paladin.
Works for me.
It's remarkably close to what you are now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, did you want to combat this? You rolling initiative?
Yeah, I rolled 9.
Okay. Oh boy, a 9.
Good.
Okay.
I don't mind going later.
Yeah, no, you're gonna. Yes. So you are tackled from behind. You are grappled from behind. And then the soldier to your right. Okay, he is going to punch you in the face.
That's fine.
He does 4 damage. Wow, that was a gnarly punch. That was the most he could have done.
Okay.
It hurts. And then the other soldier is going for your legs, but he's rather ineffective. The commander has drawn his sword and taken a step back.
Okay.
Jenna, are you entering the combat rounds here?
I'm not. Wow, I really don't know what to do right now.
Okay, Jenna is frozen in indecision.
It's cool. Do I get an action yet?
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Commander, I have information. The Fae have infiltrated your legion.
Make me a persuasion roll.
It would be deception. I'm lying.
Make me a deception roll.
I got a 13.
Whoa, he beat you by 1.
Does anyone have Danger Awesome points they want to spend
Yeah,
on
you
this one?
can have
Yeah.
mine.
You can have mine.
You can have Janice.
You can have mine.
15 now.
Oh, you beat him by 1. Oh, man. That was a good one. Wow, okay.
If it looks like he's not going to order them to let me go, then I will just continue fighting.
He now notices that Jana is also in the room, and he turns, he says, hold him, and then he
Shh.
turns to Jana, and he unsheaths his sword, and he points it at you.
She's with me. You're in grave danger, my lord.
He walks over. By now, the other 4 guards have rushed up the stairs because we're gonna come out of combat.
I'm gonna shake my head and be like, the fewer eyes, the better.
Everyone else rushes in the room, and he holds up a hand. Everyone out except for the sergeant and you. He nods to one of the soldiers. Sir, he's unarmed, and you, he points to you, Jana. I want your hands where I can see them right now.
I'll comply.
He walks over and shuts the door, and he kicks the back of your legs so you fall down on your knees.
That's fine.
This had better be convincing.
I'll look at him and say, you're at war with the Fae Kingdoms. They're trying to destroy you. How more serious can we be?
He looks at the sergeant.
I'm confused. We're all on the same side, aren't we?
I don't know who you are. You just burst into my room.
Right. Well, your guards wouldn't let me come and speak to you, even though I said I had information for you. They were like, you're not taking any meetings. I said, it's important. They said, no. And this is important.
He walks over to his desk and he sits down, but he keeps his sword on the table and in his hand.
May I have 2 of my companions from downstairs? They have a lot of information as well. They're very short.
2?
No, I don't want anyone else in this room.
All right. So I'm going to say, do I have permission to heal myself?
He nods.
Very good. I cast I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
So he has to make a charisma save, is that right?
Yep. It's difficulty 16.
Okay.
I will say, do you know nothing of any infiltrators in your legion?
I'll ask the questions here.
Okay, he has to. Did he pass then? Okay.
But the sergeant didn't. Sorry.
Okay.
This is a good plan. I'm with you so far. You could make me roll if you guys want to spend more danger awesome points. Or you could just roll with it the way you're going.
Would it just be 10 danger awesome points?
Can we donate Danger Awesome points into a pool?
I'll spend the
Reroll?
10. I'll spend the 10.
I'll spend the 10.
No, I'm Spartacus.
Okay.
And so's my wife.
Oh
From the
my
other room,
God.
Haley yelled out, "She's Spartacus."
Okay, I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
God damn it, guys.
Sorry.
Every time I spend danger awesome points, this is what happens.
Sorry, I feel bad. Someone you say is infiltrating our armies. How did you come upon this information?
We've been out in the wilds for a long time. What were the name of those? Were they like the gardeners that worked for the?
Yeah, the gardeners.
We came across a grove of gardeners that were talking about sending their agents into various legions, and they named this one
First
as
platoon.
one of them. Well, yes, the first platoon. They were saying something about they thought that there was someone in there in the first platoon that was dangerous, like more dangerous than the average soldier. I don't know what they were referring to, but
When did you find this out? And how did you know we were going to be?
I mean, we're the Lords of Journal Hall. We know a lot.
Do you have to speak the truth in your own zone of truth? That would be weird if you did, but I'm interested.
I can choose a point, so I would center the point so it only affects him.
Okay, good. The new Lords of Drunalhall.
Stewards.
The new Lords of Drunalhall. He nods.
Yes, and we've been helping several of the Legion houses, so or the Imperial houses, and anyway, we're here to help. We want to help, obviously.
Yes. I actually heard this.
You did hear this. Good. Who may
Let
we
him
ask
up,
who?
Thomas.
May I have my sword back?
I don't have your sword.
It's out there.
Yes, of course.
May I have some of my companions come up? They have more information.
No, let's go down to them.
Okay, if that's what you wish.
Yeah. I would like to meet them. I've been wanting to meet the new Lords of Drunalhall.
All right.
I trust these two men with my life, but if there is someone else in my platoon who is potentially compromised, I would urge you to speak well. And
I would
carefully.
have to be able to talk to several of them. I know small details of who it might be. I don't know everyone in your company.
Yes. Well, let's please. I'll follow you.
All right.
Outside, there's a group of soldiers standing around in a semicircle, just waiting to burst through the door and start hacking. When you come out, he says, "Give the man back his sword." It's all right. They hand you your sword back.
I check in with Chorus. Did they do anything to you, sweetie?
Who are you talking to?
My sword. It's Chorus.
Oh.
That's what it's called.
No, he grumpily says, most of them wouldn't know which end is the pointy one.
The two lads that I hucked down the stairs.
Oh, they're looking. They're giving you the. We'll see you later look.
Oh, I'll smile at them and be like, "You did very well, lads." Do we manage to head down?
Yeah, he and the sergeant and his, I don't know, assistant, and then two of the others start walking down with you.
Okay.
So, I've heard it got pretty crazy in Journal Hall.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm sure you do, actually. You've been out doing battle. Yes, it was touch and go for a while there, but we helped a lot of the locals, and we became the stewards of the whole place.
How did you do it? I heard there was gods involved.
No, it was just a bunch of powerful beings that masqueraded as gods.
Demons and devils and...
I don't know about any of that. I don't, demons and devils. Who can tell who they are? I believe in cold, hard intelligence from the military. That's what I believe in, not my own two eyes.
Well, we could use people like you. Let's go meet some of your friends, but
yes, absolutely.
Maybe we could hire you as guides. We're headed upriver.
That's possible. Yeah.
Have you been upriver before?
A little bit, but a little ways, but not too far.
They make it down to the table. Ezra, Gelidus, Zerwin.
Everyone, this is the commander.
Crotillo.
Crotillo, yes. I told him that we had information about the Fey infiltration within this group.
Decius
Right.
looks really uncomfortable, but he stands and salutes. Sir, at ease, or as you were, Decius. Decius does not sit, however, until Crotillus does. So, your friend here, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Me?
Yes.
Or I'm Sir Owen Barclay.
Your friend Owen here, and sorry I didn't catch your name either, ma'am.
Pardon me, Jenna. Jenna Bentblade.
Owen and Jenna tells me that you are the new lords of Junahal.
That's right.
Stewards, really.
I see. I've heard it got pretty gnarly over there.
Nothing we couldn't handle with the help of a few divine beings.
Well, we're here on behalf of the army to clear some things up. Have you been upriver?
Yeah.
I told them that we were a little upriver, but not too far.
Just to check on the alleged disappearances.
And did you find anything interesting?
Ezra glances at Owen.
I'm gonna say, well, we were investigating some strange things, but we didn't turn up very much. So we came back for the festival.
Although the turnips are coming in nicely now that you mention it.
That is true. Several of the
Good.
farms looked. I'm gonna just sort of like scratch my eye a little and then look directly at the commander while looking at Ezra.
There's a real flirtation going on here.
Well,
This has been really the romance between Ezra and Owen has blossomed here in
I
episode
guess I'm gonna
76.
make a wisdom roll to try to parse out what that could mean. Has an 8. I don't think I follow.
No,
I
you
don't think.
absolutely do. Owen has mentioned earlier, somewhere along the line, you're almost certain that he has an allergy to
Mm.
certain types of wine, and you're all drinking it. You're almost positive that's what it is. His eye does look a little red.
Oh, and maybe you should switch from the wine to water.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Could
Can we
maybe
get some water?
Could maybe I hire a couple of you to guide my platoon upriver this afternoon and evening?
Where are you going?
We're going to go investigate the disappearances.
Yeah, I think you'd have to hire all 6 of us.
Yeah, we
We're
do
one
kind of come as
party.
a group.
We don't split up the party under any circumstances.
Hmm. Well, I don't want to do that because I want people to stay here in town to keep it safe. Maybe I'll hire you to do that instead. Will you wait here until we return?
How long are you planning on leaving?
48 hours at most.
2 days. That's a long time.
Well, I could station some men here, I suppose, but I don't want to be at less than full strength.
Your sergeant, would he be able to stay behind so we could talk to him, or is he always at your side, kind of?
My sergeant, he turns to the gray-haired 50-year-old man behind him.
Yes, you said you trusted him with your life or something.
Well, yes, I suppose I could leave him behind. I would hate to lose such a valuable resource as the Lords of Drunel Hall, but I understand if you're reticent. Maybe we could just have a frank exchange of information then.
Yes.
What did you find when you went to investigate the farms?
Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah, there were some wolves living in some of the abandoned farms.
Hmm. Were they the cause of the disappearances?
Fucked if I know.
Make me a deception roll, Zerwin.
Bill, I have an above game question while Zerwin is rolling. Would a dispel magic reveal his true form?
You don't think so because it's not a spell; it's a physical transformation, and you have to do
Okay.
enough damage to him to turn it back.
I rolled a 19.
A really hard clobber will turn him into his true, but you better make sure it's a hard one shot, because if not, it's going to look like you just struck the commander, and he's going to remain in his original form. You rolled a 19, Zerwin?
Yeah.
Well done. Let's see. Were there any survivors that you ran into up there on the farms?
Yeah, we found some survivors.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have any useful information?
They mentioned they were being attacked. We saved them.
They were being
You
attacked.
know, yeah. So if you're going to hire us, why don't you just there's a whole bunch of us. Just leave that number of soldiers still here, and we'll replace those soldiers. Zerwin by himself is worth like 20 of your soldiers.
Oh, they're not going to like that.
Well, I don't know. These are some of the Empire's finest. You say that you rescued some of them.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to those survivors?
Brought them back to town.
Oh,
That's
they're
right.
here.
I mean, not in this room. When they've dispersed. We brought them back to the safety of town, and then they went about their business.
What would their business be if they lost their homes and their families? I would like to talk to them.
The people we found had become squatters in the empty farms.
I see. Did you find any victims that had survived?
Victims that had survived? No.
Can you make me a deception roll, Ezra?
So
Because the little girl would be a victim that survived.
okay. So if I'll change my answer then. There was one survivor, one girl who had hidden herself away. She said that she had family members who returned, and she knew that it wasn't really her family. Something was different. They were changed. They were like doppelgangers. Perfect disguises. They looked just like her family members, but they smelled different. They smelled like earth, like the loam. And she hid from them, and when they left, she stayed hidden. But we found her. We brought her back.
Can I do a perception check to see if I smell loam?
Sure.
I've mentioned this like 3 times. Can I do it? Can I do the check also?
I rolled a 12.
Oh, an 18.
This commander is definitely wearing some sort of cologne or has something that smells pretty strongly on him.
Is it cologne?
I see what you did there. I don't hate it.
Owen,
Yes.
we sent you and Jana to look around for something. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. Yes. Well, obviously, our investigation, being as important as they were, brought us directly to the commander here.
Really?
Yes. Yes. You know, the
We're looking for
information.
something?
Well, yes, I told you. You know, we were looking for you to tell you about the Fey infiltrator. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned it since we got down here. Honestly.
He looks around. You surely don't mean a Fey infiltrator in our platoon.
No, I literally told you that.
You must be mistaken. There couldn't possibly be a Fey infiltrator in my platoon.
Yeah, I know. I guess I will say, well, I guess, guys, do we want to do something stupid? I don't want to make this decision.
Yeah. So
without
when Owen says, yes, we were brought to the commander, Ezra's going to attack. And he's going to attack the commander.
Oh, God.
Okay. Make it a good one because this literally might be the end of your lives.
we got a couple tricks up our sleeves.
I'm going to use danger awesome points to
There's
reroll the
35
attack.
of them.
Yeah, but if one of them suddenly turns into a demon, might be bad.
Yeah, I'm going to use danger awesome points to reroll that attack because it did not go the way that I wanted it to. All right, guys. Everyone pray real hard. How's a 23?
So you're going to launch a spell at the commander?
Yeah.
Okay. What spell?
I'm just using a cantrip. It's a sorceress burst.
Okay. What's it look like?
Ezra conjures a little ball of fire and lobs it at the commander for 12 damage. Not as much as I was hoping.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get some action, guys. I'm sick of pussyfooting around.
I got a 19 on my initiative.
Yeah, everybody can roll initiative.
Oh, good, a 10.
16.
Is initiative an ability check? Yeah, it's not a failure, so I guess I can't reroll it.
20.
God, I hope 12 was enough damage. I don't think it was enough, guys.
For what?
To turn him into a mushroom, man.
What did Gelidus get?
19.
Yes! Yes!
One time I roll well.
Yes! Do it!
It'll hit everybody in the room.
I don't care.
Okay.
Fucking
give
do
me your
it.
initiatives, please.
Can I read
19.
this latest again? Okay.
Owen got a 19. Geldis got a 19.
Yep.
Gel's got a 19. Yep.
Gelidus, I have a +2. What do you have?
I also have a +2.
Okay. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Sure, you can go first.
Okay.
Everyone got a 16.
Jana?
20.
Ezra?
Is this the end? Is this the TPK? I got a 10.
We got 2 19s and a 20 on initiative. Hopefully we'll be all right.
I think we rolled pretty well.
Someone roll for Dirk.
He only has like a +1. My D&D Beyond is not responding.
Can we just roll a d20?
Yeah. I might need to switch to hard dice.
So Dirk has a +1. He got a 17.
Hey, those are some pretty good rolls, folks. I'm really
Yeah,
proud to
There's
die
also
alongside all of you.
35 people in the room that also get to roll initiative.
Yeah, this fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to give this guy any information. Owen said he was a baddie.
I'm gonna say not all 35 of them can reach you at once, because I'm not rolling this many more times.
Well, the good news is they're all going to attack me first because I'm the only one who attacked.
Okay. Okay, the first thing that happens actually is the sergeant goes first.
Okay.
Because
What's he
he
doing?
rolled a nat 20. And he is going to fucking decapitate Ezra.
Well, listen, I want to have it.
What's your
I
armor
want to
class?
deserve it. Big enough to party. It's a 16.
Big enough to party.
Oh my dear lord.
Yeah, my D&D Beyond is just straight up not working now. Like I can't click on
This
anything.
guy is a fucking animal. Holy shit. Okay, he action surges.
I'm gonna use splintery barbs on the whatever it is, silvery barbs on the first attack that hits, and I'm gonna try to restart my browser and see if that fixes my problem.
Okay. Does that do
And
damage
I'll
to him?
give no, it gives him the so I'm
Disadvantage.
guessing the first attack hits. He gets disadvantage on the first attack, and I give Jana advantage on her attack.
So I need to reroll my first attack?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if it hit, I get to hear the result of the dice roll.
Okay. No,
Whichever the first one that hits.
So his first 2 attacks hit, but you want me to reroll the first one, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. That's a nat 20.
Okay. Well, it's disadvantage, so at least it's whatever the lesser
Yeah,
one
the
was.
first one was, yeah. No, that's good.
We wasted one of his D20 or one of his natural 20s, guys.
He's rolled 2 in 4 of these rolls. Because his initiative was a nat 20 also.
Oh, all right. Bring it on.
Okay, so his action surge attack is a fucking nat 20. I need to use a different dice.
I should have
This
waited.
is not
Should
fair.
have waited to see if I was gonna get critted.
You know, the die that only has 20s on it? You're not supposed to use that one.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't do this. This is no good. Okay, we're gonna switch to this die for Ezra's sake.
I can take it.
It's all right. I'll finally get to use my resurrection spell.
Okay, here we go. Fuck.
Gelidus, you should go first.
Why?
Oh yeah, no, I'll go first. Actually, it makes sense.
Ezra, he just did 57 damage.
It's fine. It's not even that much.
That's a shit
I'm gonna
ton
go
of
get another
damage.
drink.
Okay, he
I'm
clobbers
fine.
Ezra. Does he put you out?
No, I'm fine.
It's a flesh wound.
I just have I'm just spurting blood out of my neck, but I'm fine.
How many hit points do you have?
Enough. I'm a draconic sorcerer. I get extra.
Con, yep.
Are you sure?
BRB.
This says you have
Yeah.
47 hit points.
No, you're looking at the wrong one. Because remember, I have an older character sheet because of some weird bullshit
Oh,
with my
thank
accounts.
God.
BRB.
Oh, yeah. What says you have 22? Okay, that was it for him. All right. And
Jana's
then
next.
it's Jana.
Jana, remember that your first attack against the commander is going to be a crit if you hit, and you're at advantage.
Okay, well,
You're going to do a fuckload of damage right now.
I'm gonna attack the commander. Since we're going.
Because your assassinate ability takes effect.
Yep. So that was an 18 to hit. Should I roll again
Uh,
to see if it crits?
Yeah. No, it's an
well,
auto.
Bill it was the commander's AC 18 or higher,
Higher.
so you have to roll again.
Okay, so the second time I rolled 26.
That'll hit.
Okay.
So it's automatically a crit because you're assassinating him and he hasn't gone yet. So you're going to
Okay.
roll double your damage dice and then just add your sneak attack dice on top of that.
Okay.
So if you attacked him with your rapier,
Yeah.
um,
I use the longbow. It has more damage.
okay. So
So roll the piercing damage twice and then roll the sneak attack damage?
well, it's going to add the plus. You only add the +6 once. So I would actually just do 2d8 on the side thing.
Okay.
Am I dead yet?
Nope, you're not dead yet. Don't worry. This is going to be fine.
You
What?
feel happy.
You're
want
just
to go for
lightheaded.
a walk.
You have a bunch of healers in the room. You're good.
Oh, smiling dagger.
Okay, oh, and that was 10 plus the sneak attack.
It would be more than 10. I don't think it's possible for you. You'd have to have rolled 2 2s.
I rolled
What did you get on the 2d8?
4 plus 6 is 10, and then it's a +2 longbow, so it's +4, which makes it 14. Plus your dexterity bonus, which is 4 or 5.
To hit. Those are to hit.
No, we're looking at the damage.
We're looking at damage. She got a 26 to hit, and you said that was that hit. So that's
So it should be 18.
18, and then you roll sneak attack on top of that.
okay, the sneak attack damage was 20.
And
Did you
the
double
sneak
that?
attack, yeah, the sneak attack also gets doubled, so you roll your sneak attack twice.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like all damage. If you crit, it's all of the damage dice gets doubled. So you're up to 38. And then you need to roll your sneak attack again.
All right. Doesn't want to let me roll it as. And another 27.
48, 58, 65. My math right on that? 65 damage.
Oh, 65 damage from Jana.
Piercing, right? Isn't that what a longbow
Magical
does?
piercing.
Yeah. How does this guy? This guy like explodes, Jana. What happens when you shoot this guy?
I hope he turns into a demon
Oh yeah, no, he.
physically.
Where do you shoot him though? You just
We're
describe
gonna
it.
be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't turn into a demon.
Give us,
Yeah.
give us the scenery here.
I
Where do you
was
aim?
sort of hanging back as soon as Ezra attacks. I know he's the baddie because I was up there with Owen, so I step back and I shoot him directly in the back from like close.
Okay, so you shoot him
What?
in the
What's wrong?
back. All right, your arrow where in the back? Like upper back, lower back?
Upper, yeah.
Yeah, right
Like-
in the tramp stamp. I
In
mean,
his,
what?
in his C spine.
I'm gonna aim for his heart.
Okay.
But-
Your arrow bursts through his chest, like having come straight through his heart, or where his heart should be. And he immediately, transforms into this misshapen fungal thing as he collapses to the ground and dies.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, in a sort of like really kind of gnarly, disgusting way. I'm gonna roll a die here to see how many of these guys stop attacking and how many
You
continue
guys,
to
this is
attack.
the first time I've gotten to assassinate someone. It's really
I'm
fun.
so proud of you.
Oh yeah, that's the yeah. So that's why.
That's why we were fine. The second I found out that you were gonna go probably first, I was like, we're good.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because. And you. Oh yeah, you only get one attack.
Guys, we had 3 contingencies. If that didn't work, Gelidus was going to moonbeam him, which would have turned him back to his normal form. If that didn't work, I was going to repel him. So
Does Moonbeam work inside?
It does, but it's an AoE attack, so it would have hit a whole bunch of people.
That's fine. I can take it.
All right, so
To quote the great Gelidus.
you're not out of combat yet. I mean, you could be. There are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soldiers who are going to continue the attack.
there are 6 soldiers.
6 soldiers.
There's 6 of us.
But that doesn't include Decidus or the sergeant.
No, the sergeant's actually one of them that made the roll. He's going to still attack, but his turn's over. So of the ones that could reach you, 7 of them immediately were like, "What the fuck just happened?" And the other 7 literally didn't notice. They just saw out of the corner of their eye their commander drop.
Okay.
This is all
I'm
happening
gonna.
in instant time, right? So it's not like you're like, "Oh, stop! Look what happened." It's the chaos of battle. Some of them had a good vantage point where they could see what happened, and some of them did not. Sorry. Okay. So wait, what's your dex bonus, Geldis and Owen?
+2.
We're the same, so
Right,
we're
so
deciding
there's
which
one
one
guy
of us
rolled
is
a-
going first.
One guy rolled a 19, and he's going to go first because he has a dex bonus of +3.
Okay.
And then everyone's going to go until Dirk. I guess one of their guys got a 17.
Well, wait. Did one guy got a 19? But did anyone else get a 19?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you guys had a 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So it's going to be one soldier, then Owen and Gelidus, and then Dirk, and then another soldier, then Zerwin, then Ezra, and then the rest of the soldiers didn't roll well. 2 of them rolled a 1. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, this soldier he's actually also going to attack Ezra because he can't see what's happening. It's kind of the whole point. All he saw was Ezra attack.
Does anyone else have silver barbs?
I left
I
any
do.
other character.
He did not do nearly as well, but he's going to hit you with his sword.
I will use silver barbs on him. Reroll.
Okay.
Who are you going to give advantage to?
Silvery barbs do not work. It was a nat 20 again. So you're
We're
gonna roll the
wasting
first
your
one.
we're wasting your critical rolls.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. Yeah, because then you just use the first attack. So he's only going to do 11 damage to you,
To Ezra?
to Ezra, and then he's going to action surge. Oh, he's gonna roll an 18, and he's gonna roll an 8. 19 more damage to Ezra.
8 total.
19 total from that guy.
Yeah. All right. I'm good.
And that is
I'm
all.
glad we decided I was the tank.
You've got to be looking pretty gnarly at this point.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
look-
you said Geldis is going first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I am going to cast command at a level 6, which means I get to target six people with my command.
I like
And
this.
I will state
Stand down!
a grovel, which will put everybody that fails the wisdom check at a DC 17 will go prone and end their action of the turn.
Yeah, and they're just rank and file soldiers. They can't be that wise.
Okay, so DC 17 wisdom check for all these guys?
Yep.
Okay, so all 6 of them, you said?
Yep.
The Sarge might pass.
First guy fails, second guy fails, third guy gets a nat 20. Fourth
Anyone
guy
have silver barbs?
fails. Fifth guy fails. Sergeant gets a nat 20. Did someone say that already?
Yeah.
This fucking guy. I'm on fire tonight. I need to buy a fucking lottery ticket. Okay, so 4 of them immediately grovel.
And one of
All
them,
right.
which did the guy who already went pass, or did the other?
Yeah,
No.
he passed.
No. No, the last. No. The guy who already went is groveling. The sergeant
Okay.
passed, and one other guy passed. So there's one other
Sergeant
guy.
already had his team, right? So there's 2 active combatants right now,
Correct.
and one of them already has passed their turn.
Yes.
Is it my turn then?
Yes, Owen's your turn.
So, real quick, I'm gonna do a bonus action and do healing word on Ezra.
Okay. You can
Ezra,
bonus
heal
action
20 hit
healing
points.
word?
Yep.
That's
It's the only
nice.
healing spell I have.
That's nice. How much did you
It's the only one you need.
20.
Whoa. That's a great one. As a bonus
The
action?
I casted
gaping-
it as a 5th level spell.
The gaping sword wound in Ezra's chest from the most recent attack closes up.
All right, Owen.
I pick up the commander's demonic head.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I wave it at whoever's stupid enough to be still fighting us.
I mean,
And say, was he normally like this? Idiots!
Is that an intimidation roll? Is that what that is? Or persuasion?
It kind of feels like persuasion.
Very persuasive.
I'm convinced. I mean, all you had to say was, "We found that guy," and I was convinced. Think of the level of trust that Ezra has in his compatriots.
Oh man, that was
I was
pretty
hoping-
great.
I was hoping we were going to strip search him and look for a tattoo,
We will.
because we
Should I
technically
roll
don't know.
persuasion, Bill?
We technically don't know what he was.
Do I get any bonuses for having a demonic head?
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
the sun's on his
Roll,
head.
roll me at advantage.
So that's a 15 or a 26.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So the last guy, who wasn't going to be up until after Dirk anyway, kind of freezes mid stride towards Ezra.
I look at him like, if you take one fucking step, I will cut your head off. Like,
All right. Let's say that we come out of combat. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Decius immediately starts. He actually stands up on top of the chair He immediately starts barking orders. Stand down, stand down, stand down. And everyone is like, hey, Leadhead, thanks for joining. He starts basically screaming at everyone, like barking commands at people. And there's a lot of they are totally. This is out of the realm of their knowledge of how things operate in the world, right? They don't get it. They don't understand what just happened. Like, no one has ever cut someone's head off before and had them turn into a demon. Maybe ever. So several
While
people.
they're having their panic attacks, I'm going to walk over and lay on hands on Ezra. How much are you down?
How much? I'm down bad, folks.
How much?
66? No, 56 hit points down.
Okay, so you're down to you heal.
I'm at
55.
23 out of 79. I
You
was at
heal
3.
55.
Oh, thanks, boss.
You were at 3?
Yeah, I was at 3. I was bleeding out. In my mind, I was there. Like, there's a decent amount of blood on the floor, and all of it is mine.
Okay, Zerwin, make me a perception roll, please.
11.
Okay. Zerwin, make me one for Dirk also.
What's his bonus?
That's a good question. Hold on, I can look it up. I think it's +2.
So I rolled a 9, so he probably got an 11 as well.
Very good.
Wait, for what kind of a roll?
Perception.
Dirk has a +9.
Then he got an 18.
I was going to say he's a ranger. He's amazing.
Okay, that will come to fruition in just a second. Just dropped a die. Hold on. All right. The room is in total chaos, and there are a lot of soldiers who are wavering. Many still have their swords drawn. Many saw magic being the first thing cast, and they're not convinced that Ezra didn't make this thing happen. Like, Decius is holding, he made his roll by 1. So he's holding command by a fucking thread. The sergeant is furious and looks like he might turn to attack Decius next. And while all of this is happening, Dirk is frantically gesturing at Janna. Janna, 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 Janna!
Yes.
Your necklace
yes,
is still glowing. And that's when the explosion happens.
Oh no. It would make sense that he would have a pact of some kind. Oh, it's going to be bad.
Who's
Okay, so everybody can make me a saving throw. Hold on. Go ahead, Owen. Do you want to ask me something?
If it looks like is this explosion coming from his corpse?
No, it's someone else.
But we can't tell who.
You will be able to tell in the aftermath, but it just happens. It was
It was one of the guys that he said, I trust these two with my life.
no,
I assume.
actually it wasn't. It was just another soldier in the platoon.
Zoris, I forgot to ask you. So I don't, because you didn't use one of the ones that's in D&D Beyond. We just used it as a substitute. Does my axe have poison immunity? Because the axe of the Dwarvish Lords, which is a little different than what you called it, has poison immunity. And I didn't know if that was part of the weapon.
Yeah, it is. You are now fully attuned, so you now have poison. It's a good catch, Zerwin.
Yeah,
that is correct.
Yeah.
All right, and even everyone to make me a Constitution save, please. Difficulty is 16.
I still need to make that for like
Everyone
burst
gets a plus
damage,
4.
right?
Say again.
30.
Say again, Serwin.
Do I still need to roll for burst damage
Uh,
for the actual explosion, or is it poison damage on the explosion?
it's poison damage all the way down.
Oh, cool.
I got a 10.
Let's
I
just say I
fail.
rolled a nat 20.
I did roll a natural 20, so my total roll is a 30.
Dirty 20.
26.
Oh,
Nice
boy.
job, guys.
I
Alright,
fail. I
some-
got a 10.
Somebody's got to roll for Dirk.
Yeah, please do.
I'll roll it. Does anyone know
Dirk
what?
has a +2 con, or is it a con save?
Yeah,
Yes.
+2. He has a +2.
13. It's not going to be good enough.
Everybody who passes takes, except for Zerwin, who takes 0, takes 23 poison damage. Everyone who fails takes 46 poison damage. And
This is becoming a familiar note. Dirk takes a bunch of poison damage.
and
Auto-filled that note for you when you take the Enigma.
so now here's the other problem.
There's a gas in the building, right?
Yes.
It's just floating around.
Last time this happened, you were outside and the wind was blowing. Now you're in a giant room with very few windows and very few doors.
How does the gas go floor to ceiling, or is it like smoke? Is it like smoke where it
It,
More like a
rises?
sphere.
technically, it's a sphere.
Okay.
That's how the game mechanics work. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone who has some sort of low light vision can see normally. If you don't have that, your vision is obscured. You are also choking. And you will take more damage next round. I don't know why I should roll again for this, but it says I should. I'll roll again.
Roll again for what?
For the next round, in case anybody's still in this cloud.
Well,
But
are
now-
we able to move? Do we get
Yes.
an action?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
okay.
I'm just
Uh,
rolling
so
just in case.
Are we still in initiative order?
So, yeah, just to maintain easy continuity, let's say that you stay in the initiative order that you were in.
So whose turn is it?
So what are you doing for all the other soldiers? Did you roll for all of them, or
So some of them are outside the cloud on the very edges. So basically, the people nearest the stairs, there's a couple small group there that's outside that cloud. The kitchen is outside the cloud. The storerooms are outside the cloud. But everyone else is just trying to get out. Some are going towards the door. Some are crawling, and a couple, like one of them is dead, and one of them is not doing well.
all right? So okay. Are we? If we're gonna do initiative order, that's fine.
Yeah, Jenna, you get to act first.
I'm gonna try to get to a window and open it as quickly as I can. Will that get me outside of the cloud?
So
Will I
these
still be in the
windows
cloud?
don't open. They're just, you can go through them or you can go around them, but they don't open. They're window
You should
fronts.
smash through it. Take a
I'm
little
gonna
damage.
smash it.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're just gonna like punch through, or are you just gonna jump through, or?
I'm probably gonna use like the hilts of my sword or like the butt of the bow to just
Okay.
just break it as much as possible to get fresh air in.
I do need you to make me a strength roll.
Okay. Just strength.
I mean, I can't see what else would really apply if you're smashing it with the butt of your bow.
I mean, unless you want to fling your whole body through the.
4.
Got some bad news for you, Jenna. You crack the glass, but your bow rebounds off the plate. You like kind of duff it a little bit. Owen.
I cast Aura of Vitality. And as a bonus action, who's on the ground dying?
One of the soldiers.
He regains 6 hit points.
Enough to get him up.
I'm going to start moving towards the door. If any of my companions are down, I'm going to grab them and start heading towards the way out.
I don't know. Is there anyone down? You guys all good?
I think we're all fine.
I'm embarrassed.
If I can get out the door in 30 feet, I will.
Okay. There are soldiers ahead of you trying to get out the door, so there's going to be a little bit of a traffic jam. You can get to the door, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other soldiers at the door also. It looks like 4 of them are going to be able to get out, and 2 of them are going to just be like basically at the door, and they're not going to have movement to make it out. So you either push them out of the way.
No, I can't. I don't have any actions left.
Okay. Gelidus.
Is this gas considered magical?
I don't think so. It's like spores.
Okay.
So it's like you could move it with a wind. You know what I mean? Like a wind wall or whatever.
All right.
Is the door open?
Door is open.
Oh, I would like to have taken the commander's head with me.
Sorry, it's in Geldus's pockets.
Yeah, it's already there.
No, yeah, you can grab it, Owen.
I will pick up Gelidus, who is holding the head then.
Then I will cast. I'm going to cast Aura of Life. And so what that does is it doesn't really do anything except for any living creature within 30 feet of me. If they go to 0 hit points at the beginning of their turn, they go back to 1 hit point. And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Try and keep some of these soldiers alive.
Very good. The sergeant. I think. Yeah. Ooh.
Is he being a dickhead?
Sorry, Jenna. It's probably not going to do that much. He actually just goes right to the windows and right through the windows, but he kind of takes you with him. And just because you were in the way, and you're going to take 2 damage as you go through the windows.
You should pick his pocket.
No, he just like completely barrels right through them. He's also going to take damage. He took 1 damage. He had a D8 worth of dice, but only 1 little slice nicked him. That is good because it opens up some ventilation. A couple of soldiers are running towards the back. Let's skip on here. Dirk probably. I kind of feel like Dirk would just try to go through the window also. Zerwin, what do you want to do?
I mean, since I'm immune, I'm looking around. Is there anybody who looks like they really need help?
Ezra and one of the soldiers.
All right. So I will grab. Is there another window?
So you were sort of near, like, yeah, there's 2 big, huge windows in the front of this place. You were near one of them. In order to get to the other one, you'd have to kind of go through, across the room to the other one. So
would it be closer to me to go like to the stairs to get people out of the poison, or
no,
closer
it would
to
either be storage room. The closest is the window that just got broken. Next closest is the storage room. Next closest is the kitchen, then the stairs.
Okay.
Tied with the other window.
So, all right. First thing I will do is grab Ezra and just throw him out the window.
Halfling
Since
tossing.
I'm standing right there.
In a change of positions here. It's not
And I
the dwarf
whisper
being
I whisper in
tossed.
his ear when I'm about to throw him. Don't worry, I do this all the time. And
I was gonna be fine. I can handle myself.
Or make me a strength roll,
so
Zerwin.
strength roll, you got it.
Does Ezra do the Titanic?
I
Tell me Ezra does
rolled.
the Titanic.
Well, I rolled a 13, so it's not perfect, but
Depends on if Zerwin slathered him in butter first.
Ezra definitely has butter on him right now. Not a ton, just a little bit. All right, it's good enough.
And then I will grab the other soldier and jump out the window myself. I mean, can I do that? Probably. Is a throw considered an attack in this
No,
sense?
it's an action.
It's an action.
It's an action. So can I just, I don't know. I guess I can't really do anything else to help
Probably
that
not.
guy.
Can you probably action surge? I don't know if you can or not.
Yeah, no, I can.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, that's my question as well.
All right, Ezra, you're flying through a window. Is there anything you like to do on your way out?
I had a whole thing planned, and
Flip me
now
off.
is there fuck it. No, there's nothing I want to do. My free will has been taken away from me, so I've been thrown out a window.
Isn't it your free will that got us into this mess? Pretty sure.
Listen, I'd make the argument that
If you're gonna put
Owen made
yourself in danger, you're
Oh
gonna lose
yeah,
body
this is all
autonomy.
me.
Owen
This is what
made my choices
I
for
tell my
me.
4-year-old. If you are gonna put yourself in danger, you're gonna lose body autonomy for a short period of time.
I've never thought about it that way, but
That's a really good point.
some of the kids that I work with need to hear that, I think.
That's a good one. Okay. All right. So who's still inside? Gelidus, you're still inside, right? Owen, you're technically still inside. Jana's outside. Ezra's outside. Zerwin's still inside. Dirk's outside. Zerwin doesn't have to worry about this. But
Another
Gelidus and
con
Owen,
save.
you're gonna have to roll again, correct?
Yep. Gelidus, don't forget your +4 from me. I don't think a 14 is enough.
Can I offer help actions since I'm
You have
just standing
15.
here?
Not on a saving throw.
Okay.
What if we hold his hand? Do we get poison immunity by holding his hand?
I don't know. You want to try?
I can
Is
give you
this
my axe,
letter
but if
an
you attune to it, you're going
antitoxin?
to turn into a dwarf.
No. I'd rather die.
36 damage for those of you who missed the save.
What was the save?
16. All right, but your spell brings everybody back to 1 hit point who is out dead.
Yeah, so if they go down to 0 hit points, they come back to 1 hit point.
Okay.
Did anyone else drop in the interim?
Hold on, I'm rolling.
How do we have 3 casters and no one can clear a room?
What do you mean no one can clear a room?
Yes.
Like no one's got a wind spell to clear a room of.
Why don't you fart?
I fart all the time. That's why we need it. That's
Why?
what I'm saying.
Why
nobody
isn't
thought
it
to
clearing the
bring
room?
that for fucking.
The only one that would have a spell for that would be Ezra.
I don't know. Actually, you know what?
Dirk could get one.
Dirk might have something.
He's got
His
an earth
wind
wall,
wall.
though.
His
No,
wind.
he does. I thought it was earth wall.
He had wind wall, and I don't
He
see
still
why he would
has
have
wind
changed
wall.
it.
You know, I could let all these people die and then cast Animate Dead and have them all fan it away.
I think we want to save these guys.
Really?
All right.
I don't know. They're kind of douchey.
No, yes. Dirk's going to cast Wind Wall. That's going to do it. It's going to funnel all this gas out the other window.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to fall down when I get outside because I'm at 6 hit points from 92.
Dirk saves the day. Okay, everyone's out of combat. Owen collapses.
Well, I'm alive. I'm just really hurt and coughing up poison spores.
Ezra dusts himself off and walks over to Decimus, and he points to the head of the commander, which is somehow in Gelidus's pockets already,
Oh, right.
and says, "That's what happens to them if you hit them hard enough." But you can see how complete the disguise is. The disguise is total. That's why these things are so dangerous. I'm sorry that we had to do it this way, but I'm not one for pussyfooting around.
Oh, you could have planned that a little better. A little better.
Gelidus,
Oh,
you
I
did
didn't realize
fine.
there were two of them is the problem.
I didn't even fucking know I could have helped.
I
he's
didn't.
like he's like choke vomiting. You should also probably be choke vomiting. But yeah.
No, I passed my check, and then I was
But you
thrown
didn't.
out a window. So I've had all of this fresh air, and I started my turn outside in the fresh air. Anyway, sorry about all that. Do you want to hear a little bit more about what we've been dealing with?
Can I go inspect the body before we get into that? Is there? Could I do some sort of check to tell whether or not this was a roamer or a watcher?
I'm pretty sure
Which-
it's a watcher.
You're talking about the dead captain's body?
Yeah, because we wouldn't see any tattoos anymore, right? Because they turned it, or would we still see the tattoo somewhere?
I mean, you can inspect the body.
I would like to
you
do that.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Let's see, it's a 13.
You don't
Help him.
go ahead and roll again, Zerwin.
Nat 20. There we go.
No,
Thanks for the help.
No, an armpit. In the armpit.
Guys, this guy's an armpit.
Yep, it's actually just a giant armpit. It's not even that far off. I think I'm in prison for that.
So it was a watcher.
Yes.
Okay.
It's late. You all survived. I want to end it there because I'm sure there's a lot more that you want to do. But that really could have been lethal. Pretty much at every point of that. So yeah, good job surviving, everyone. Give each other some danger awesome points, and I'm going to give everyone a danger awesome point from me on that one. And I'm going to ask the crowd who has been watching, because I know there's at least 2 people, Leadhead, Snake Eyes, anybody else watching, who do you think should get the danger awesome point tonight, who was dangerous and or awesome?
Jenna
Owen
gets mine. What?
Owen gets mine.
Oh, thank you.
Owen gets mine also for being the main character tonight.
Also, somehow not dying, like immediately.
Yeah.
Not putting his weapon down and
paladin.
still not dying.
Yeah.
I'll give mine to Ezra because yours always get spent and it never works.
Yeah, I think it's worked once.
I have so many deaths. That's why I was trying to say let me spend them.
Oh yeah, well, we'll try to let you spend them from now on.
I'm a hoarder.
Jana, Galdus, you guys give out yours yet?
Yeah.
Give mine to Owen.
Oh, thank you.
Owen,
If you
also,
ever want me to be stupid, like so that you can hide and do some cool stuff, I will totally do that again. That was awesome.
That was great. Next time, let's talk. Just
Yeah, I know. We didn't really have a plan.
Did we even did the rest of the party even know that you were doing it? Didn't you just say,
No.
I'm gonna go climb a window?
Yeah.
We didn't.
thanks, guys. Oh man, that was a great stream. Just so you know, the crowd today said it was an amazing stream. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. It was great. They give their danger awesome point to Owen. Got the most votes, although Zerwin also got a vote. So Owen, you get an extra one from the crowd.
Thank you, crowd.
And it was well done. You guys, all you watchers, have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Wait, they're all watchers?
They're all watchers.
Thanks, everybody.
Night, y'all.